Alright guys, hey, it's me. I'm doing one more Oblivion update, and I have Umbra armor, so yes, it does exist, and I also have her shield and her sword. The way I did this was I lured her out of her cave, and it didn't work to get her all the way into the Imperial City because there's a part where it says loading terrain and she can't cross that line for some reason. So I went up onto a really high rock and shot flares at her non-stop, and I had Welking stones, so I used one of those to refill my magicka and then continued throwing endless fireballs at her until she died. And if you can't see her, you usually want to use a zombie or a skeleton to lure her out of her hiding place to shoot at her. I did the same general idea when I tried to defeat Jigawag in one of my previous saves, but I turned myself into a vampire, so I had to redo the whole story. I finished the story now, so that's good. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm currently trying to complete the Dark Brotherhood campaign. I'm on Roderick's medicine right now, but I'm waiting 24 hours a lot to get my my Imperial Dragon armor, and then I'm going straight towards the Shivering Isles, so that way I can complete the quests in there yet again, because I did the first time and then turned myself into a vampire because Lucien Lachance, Vincenti Vinchardi, or whatever his name is a vampire, so he offers to turn you into one, and I accepted that offer. Little did I know that there was no cure for this game in particular. I mentioned that in a previous video, so there is no cure, and I had to restart the whole story. I'm using that file now just to screw around. I might not even play that file anymore. I think I might have even deleted it so much, but I will continue this series if it becomes popular enough. Anyone who's an Oblivion player that doesn't really know how to do anything, I can give you tips, tricks, and hints on how to do everything, my personal ideas, and how I got so far in the game so far. However, I meant to film the completion of the story and didn't end up doing that because my camera batteries died, and it just led to an addicting playthrough where I finished the story. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce my new sword. This is what it looks like, and if you zoom in, you can see I'm trying to figure out how to move my character horizontally. Move him like left and right. I guess you can't do that. No, you can just spin him around. I've seen people like move him from side to side, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that. But anyway, the Umbra sword isn't totes special. All it does really is just capture souls. Here's a hint. In case you're a beginner, I would highly recommend going to gameplay and switching your difficulty to easy. This is really easy to level up, like finding a rat, for instance, wearing heavy armor, and then letting him mercilessly attack you. You can also use your blocking skill to increase your blocking skill as well as everything else. But rats don't really do much damage to you, and they attack really fast, and they almost never throw you off balance. So that's why you need to find like 4 rats or more to run after you and just attack you over and over again. Maybe heal yourself. You also might want repair hammers just in case your armor is not magical, enchanted, or unbreaking. If they're enchanted, it takes a pretty long time for it to break, and some armor doesn't even break at all in the game. It was programmed not to. I think Umbra's armor doesn't break, but I'm not quite sure. I just wanted dragon armor so that I could finish and get rid of some crap. Also, leave me a comment on what I should do with his robe, Mankar Cameron's, because I don't know whether I should sell it or not. I'm thinking of doing that before I get my dragon armor, and I keep waiting 24 hours because it said I had to wait 2 weeks in-game time before I could get the dragon armor, so I don't think that's why I'm waiting so much. But whatever you think I should do, I'm not going to give away my Mankar Camerons today, but maybe at the end of the day when I review my comments. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to UnitedCom for recently channel trafficking to me again. And another shout out towards my friend who left me a comment saying he thought my rant vid was okay, but I needed to do better the next time. Oh, and one more towards Airsofter0000 for keep making more videos, I guess. And without further ado, I'll just let you watch my progress. So, no more commenting for now. I uploaded previous videos, but that's it for now. I will have an infamous video, may or may not, later today, discussing some things, but other than that, and I will have a rant video today or tomorrow, one of the two. My cousins are coming over today, so maybe not today. But the reason why I made this video is I'm thinking of canceling the helpful tutorial series, is because it's not really popular and not very many people who play Oblivion know about my channel. But if you do play Oblivion for any chance, or Skyrim, I'm planning on getting that soon. If you play Oblivion and you got frustrated and you want a tutorial on how to play this game, since it is a really good game, then comment on my channel, dislike if you want me to take down this series and put up a new one. I have plenty of other series in mind. And like if you think this is a really helpful idea. And I will try to film all of my latest highlights. I was gonna film the Umbra battle, but it happened early this morning and I couldn't find my camera, so I just did it anyway. And it looks like I found an eyelid ruin. And we got 7 minutes, so I guess I can waste some time in here. Alright, so I'm going to teach you guys how to get if there's Welkin stones really far up, how to get those down, in case you haven't figured it out yet, but I'm pretty sure you all know how. Now, this idea is not 100% a good idea, because sometimes if you knock it down, it will fall into a place where you can't grab it. But it is sometimes useful. This one right here, obviously I don't need to do anything, you can just walk up and take it. This one got knocked down. Oop, looks like we forgot about that. Pressed the wrong button. Sometimes I like to jump because it increases your acrobatics, even though you really don't have to jump that high. Also, when raiding a thing like this, you gotta be careful for booby traps. See, that looks like a booby trap right there. See, it swings. Okay, now we're on to the second part. Oops. These are really useful for getting your magicka up or selling if you need money. So you always want to take as much as you can hold, and if you can't hold enough, you want to get rid of like a potion or something you don't really need to get more. Each potion is the same amount of weight as the Welkin stones themselves, So getting rid of one potion will allow you one extra Welking Stone. So you gotta be careful how many you want to throw away and how many you want to keep. I hate throwing away things and being over encumbered. I wish that didn't exist, but then again, it makes the game more realistic and more fun. But throwing away powerful items so that you can pick up more or less depending on how stupid or good you are really screws up the gameplay depending on how your placement or how well you know the game. Okay, so here's one that's really high. This is what you do. You can either use magic or you can use a bow. Now this is how you want to do it. Ready? There. It fell down. Simple as that. That's how to get the Welking Stones down. Sometimes it takes 2 or more shots, but generally getting all of them down isn't really that much of a challenge for me anymore, because I learned that some of them can be easily knocked down, because I watched someone else, a bandit, doing the same thing. It was a weird glitch, I think, where the bandit walked up, shot the Welking Stone with his bow. I don't have a bow. Crap. There we go. Holy... What the hell did I do? That wasn't a good idea whatsoever. Holy frick. Why does that keep happening? I think it's a booby trap that I'm stepping on. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. My remote's out of charge. Gotta plug it in, gotta plug it in. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Come on. Okay, there we go. I can move again. Yeah, you gotta be careful for that. That freaked me out. Man, I hate it when that happens. Common Soul Gem, yay. Hope it's empty. Ooh. Those are helpful. If you find a Barla Stone, do not click on it in your inventory. I recommend selling it rather than using it, but you can also use it if you wish to, like, recharge the magicka of any weapon, but that's when it's absolutely needed. I wouldn't recommend using it for that. I would just sell it, because it is, look, it is 1,000, but people, since I'm not, like, I didn't master mercantile skill, and I don't really know how either, so look at all my stones. It's 1,000 in your inventory, but really they only give it to you for like 500 rather than 1,000. So I don't know how much time we have left, but that's something I wanted to cover for all you cave divers. I should have enough. Yeah, I know it's low. I'm not an idiot. I have 25 Welking Stones at the moment. Tell me if you want me to continue this series, and tell me if you think it is quite entertaining and helpful, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to help people to not be like me and be stupid in certain parts of the game, or any game for that matter. If you want good and helpful tips and tricks for any other games that you would want me to, I have Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, and Revelations. I can go through the story for Revelations again if you want. I don't have any tips and tricks for Desmond's Journey because that thing really, really sucks. I have to complete it for a trophy, but I don't care enough about trophies right now. And also, I'm probably going to do something later today, about, I don't know what I was going to do. Oh, you see right there? It got knocked down. You can see it. Right there. It's knocked down. Maybe I can blast it. If I had a more powerful blasting thing, I could probably get it. Maybe if I blast a little bit above it. No, that one's not coming out of there. I wish they hadn't knocked that down, though. Now I don't know.